Welcome to Get Rich Slow with John Wolf. I'm going to show you the amazing math about the budget and the internal rate of return for the fourplex I just bought. So here, let's take a look. So first of all, here's all my license information. I'm a loan officer in Oregon and Washington, so if you want to get a hold of me for some awesome assistance, just give me a call. All right, so here is the math, and I want to go over just how to fill out this calculator for an FHA loan, because it's not really made for an FHA loan. So I bought my fourplex for $768,000. I negotiated all of the closing costs into that price, which is why my closing cost number there is 0. I had to put 3.5% down, which is roughly $27,000. And if you take the interest rate I paid and just add the mortgage insurance rate to it, you get 4.170, and that's going to be super, super close to the real amount of those two numbers separate. Property tax this year was $5,800. That's my homeowner's insurance for the fourplex, a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. Maintenance, I'm just putting $1,000 aside in maintenance and increasing that over the years. And then the other costs, and that's the water and garbage, which I provide. The monthly rent, as soon as I move out of the one unit that I'm in right now, is going to be $5,060 a month the first year. So I'm kind of showing you year 2 numbers. The vacancy rate is built in, and I'm paying myself a 6% management fee. I'm putting 3% appreciation in there. 4% is probably closer to reality. Just so I show you the math the way I want to, I put in 32 years when I'm going to sell it, and that's going to cost 6% of the total value at the time of sale to sell it, which is pretty reasonable. Talking about maintenance, I've owned this place since September, and so far I've had to replace a water heater, $400, and a wall heating unit, $200. Not a big deal, and I've done the work myself, so I guess that's me making the money from my own management fee. All right, let's go over the numbers really quick. So when you're trying to boast to your investment friends, you want to talk about internal rate of return. That's sort of like how much your mutual fund earns every year. And just broadly speaking, great rate of return for a mutual fund would be like 7 to 10% over a long period of time. As you can see here, this internal rate of return is 27%, and that is every year, basically every time. Some other numbers for you to look at, showing you the annual and the monthly for all of these numbers, and then let's just take a look. So beginning, $27,000 had to leave my pocket to make this happen. And again, I had to actually have $35,000, but then I actually got credited back over, I think, almost $5,000. So my real net cash out of pocket was about 22 grand. That's even after inspections and appraisal. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so anyways, the first year, the rents are going to come to, or the second year, $55,000 basically, and the positive cash flow is going to be $1,300. Woohoo! That's not a negative number, and this is the second year, so I'm pretty happy. And again, just about every month, if you do the loan math, over $1,000 of the mortgage is getting paid off every month, and over time, the amount of all the rents is going up. So on the second year, it's almost twice as much in pocket, and it just goes on from there. And the internal rate of return is really high in the beginning, which is super awesome. But now we go up, and I just want to show you what it looks like the year that mortgage gets paid off, and I totally intend to still own at that point. I will be making gross $130,000 a year from those 4 units, and then the yearly profit will be $108,000. Now I do expect sort of a first time, just in the labor market, new worker without any special skills. 30 years from now, that's probably about what somebody will make with a full-time income without any special skills in a year. So from this one fourplex, for putting just $27,000 aside now, I will have passive income pretty much the same as one person in 30 years. And then if I actually sell the fourplex, I'll be making close to $2 million profit. That's $2 million at the end of 30 years with only $27,000 in. And in between the beginning and the end of the 30 years, I will have profited about another $1 million in just income coming in every year. So that's the magic of owning a fourplex. Imagine the magic of owning 3 or 4 fourplexes. So anyways, I'm John Wolf. I do these crazy transactions myself. If you want help doing yours in Oregon or Washington, give me a call. Have an awesome day.